Hello everyone, welcome to our visionary classes. Today we are discussing on the lecture number 4 of the geological part, that is rock. This will be a brief introduction of the rock in this lesson, and later on we will discuss the types of rocks. Okay, so before I would like to start my lecture series, I would like to request you to subscribe our channel and contact us for the latest study material on this number. Okay, join our regular classes too. So, what is rocks? Okay, the rock is a naturally occurring solid aggregate of a mineral. Okay, this is a naturally occurring solid aggregate of a mineral. Okay, this should be solid aggregate as well as naturally occurring. Okay, in some cases these minerals are non-mineral solid. Okay, in some cases this might be non-solid also. Okay, so this is the natural aggregate of a mineral. Okay, the physical appearance of a rock vary in size and in the size of their crystals and grains and in the kinds of minerals that compose them. Okay, so a rock can be vary according to the color, according to the sizes of their crystal grains, and according to the kind of minerals they compose. So let us see an example of this rock. So here is a rock, you can see, that is consist of a plagioclase feldspar, orthogase feldspar, biotite and quartz. Okay, so these are the four types of minerals that are present in a particular type of rock. Okay, so these are the minerals that is having a defined crystallographic structure. You can see this is not showing a particular type of crystal, as we can see in this quartz type of crystal, as well as in this biotite crystal, as well as this plagioclase feldspar. So there is a different kind of sizes of crystals present in different kind of minerals, but in together they will constitute to a particular type of what? Rock. Okay, there are basically three types of rocks which we will later on discuss in detail, but first you should study what are these three types of rocks. So the first type of rocks is the igneous rock. Okay, so it is coming from the melting of the rock in the hot deep crust and the upper mantle part. Okay, it is coming from the mantle region of our earth, and it is very hot, and it is present in the deep crust also. Okay, so the rock forming process that lies for the igneous rock is the crystallization or solidification of magma and lava. Okay, for example, coarse grained crystallized granite is a example of a igneous rock. Okay, so these are also of two or three types, so you should know this in the later classes. Okay, now come the sedimentary rock. So what is a sedimentary rock? It is the rock that is formed due to weathering and erosion of the rock exposed at the surface. Okay, this after the some kind of rock is being exposed on the surface of the earth and it is get weathered. Weathered means the destruction of the particular type of rock happens and it gets transported through different kind of erosional features like wind, water and air, groundwater and different kind of geomorphological agents, and it will deposit at some places and give rise to sedimentary rock. So the process of rock forming is the deposition, burial and lithification. Okay, so a particular type of grain will come there and it will get deposited and lithified. So cross laminated sandstone is a kind of example of this kind of rock. Okay, now the third one is the metamorphic rock. Okay, the metamorphic rock is never going to form the liquid state of magma. Okay, the metamorphic rock already present in the solid state, it just changes its crystallographic structure due to the rock temperature and pressure that it is present in the environment. Okay, so the rocks under high pressure temperature conditions give rise to this kind of rock. Okay, that is present inside the earth. Okay, so the recrystallization, as I already mentioned, the recrystallization of solid state of new mineral. It should not be liquid, it should be solid state of mineral, where crystallization process again happens, is called as metamorphic rock. So example of metamorphic rock is a kind of gneiss. Okay, this is the three rock groups. Now moving on to the types of the our minerals that are found in the igneous, sedimentary and metamorphic rock. So the igneous rock consists of quartz, feldspar, mica, pyroxene and amphibole and olivine in common, while the sedimentary rock have a quartz, clay mineral, feldspar, calcite, dolomite, gypsum and halite in common. Okay, the metamorphic rock is also having quartz, feldspar, mica, garnet, pyroxene, sterolite and kyanite. Okay, these are basically the mineralogical composition of a different types of rocks, not the actual rock. This is the mineralogical composition. Okay, so you should remember this is the mineralogical composition of a rock. So here you can see the quartz is most common in all the rocks. The feldspar is also most common in all the rocks. The mica is also common in the igneous and the metamorphic rock, but the quartz and feldspar are lying in every section of the rocks. So this is the most abundant minerals that are found on the earth. Okay, moving on to the next slide, it is showing that rock cycle. Okay, so how the rock cycle operates on the surface of the earth. Okay, so first you should know the magma itself is a criteria for forming a what? Igneous rock. The cooling of a magma will leads to the igneous rock. Okay, again the melting of a igneous rock to a liquid state is giving rise to magma. So this happens to give igneous rock and this happens to give magma. Okay, now if igneous rock gets eroded and weathered and transported to a particular place where the sediments gets deposited and then it gets compact or cemented, okay, then the sediments gets closure and gets cemented by the cementing material, it will give rise to the sedimentary rock. Okay, so again the weathering and erosion process will give rise to the sediments. Okay, so again the heat and pressure that will be given to a particular type of igneous and sedimentary rocks will give rise to metamorphic rock formation, because these both are in the solid state and it will recrystallize the mineral and give rise the our metamorphic rock. So this is the process of the rock cycle that operates on the earth. Okay, so you should remember this cycle to answer some kind of questions that is coming in the exams. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the lecture, and if you have some doubts you should comment in the comment box. I should answer it immediately. Okay, have a nice day.